Hello, this video is for people who want to start getting replies from Fortune 500 companies, because right now is probably the best time. Nobody's doing that. Everybody's like, okay, we're in bear market, let's wait, which is a perfect opportunity for you. There is less competition to get into the inbox of the decision makers in all these big companies, and this is an opportunity for you to at least build a relationship. If you're not selling something right now, then it's a good opportunity to put a foot in the door, get a connection, and to be on top of the mind. And I'm gonna show you the exact method, how I do it right now and what works for me. Maybe this will change in a month and the method will change because everybody will start doing this, but we'll find something else. So if you are watching this video or this channel for the first time, my name is Nikola, you're watching Blockchain Business Builders, and it's the best channel for Web3, BD and sales knowledge and making yourself better and excelling in this craft. We have a dedicated closed Telegram community. If you want to join us there, the link is below, because besides sharing knowledge, we also do all sorts of networking and fun stuff to make sure that our time in this industry is super productive and we're not doing it alone, because it's always easier to go together than going alone. So if you haven't joined yet, the link is below, and let's go to the video. When I started to outreach Fortune 500 companies and overall big Web2 businesses in March, I also didn't get any replies. Like, my performance was very low there. The thing that I didn't understand is that their inboxes are oversaturated with messages like I was sending, which is low personalization, low quality emails. I don't understand what kind of pains they have. It's basically like, hey, we are this, you want to talk about this, and that's it. This thing doesn't work. The only way to break through this shield, the only way to get your email delivered and then answered, is leading with super high quality, with super high personalization, when you understand what kind of pains and challenges they have. But my time is not infinite and I cannot spend a lot of time on this. I need something that will automate this process of understanding and learning about company, and then I can just craft an email and send it and get my perfect reply. So there comes Chat GPT, and I'm gonna teach you how I use Chat GPT to do this. So the method here is very, very simple. Step one, you need to find your person and you need to find their contact. So let's think about that you have this step already done. You already have a list of people from different Fortune 500 companies in Web3 departments, or people that manage Web3 initiatives, or like in digital businesses or whatever. Something that you know that they're responsible for making decisions, or at least for moving decisions for your Web3 services or products. When you know the person, you're going to step two. Step two, you need to get their 10K report. This is the thing that they are working about when they write like the annual report, everything, what they write, how the year was for them, all their risks, all their goals, and everything in that side. When you find that PDF report online, you need to go to Chat GPT and get the Plus subscription, and go find a bunch of plugins. So like anything that is like PDF, so like it's AI PDF, Mr. Box PDF, Chat with PDF, and there is a bunch of other plugins that have ability to read PDFs. And then you give them this prompt: use available plugins, access PDF by the link, and summarize all future risks for example, for Macy's or for any other company. So like here, you just put your company name and just give them your link, and it will give you around from 5 to 10 different risks that this company indicated are a key risk in the future. So basically in 2023 for them and for growing their business. Once you have that key risk, you need to choose one of them which you think that your company helps to solve the best, whether it be with your services, with your products, or something that you think that is super relevant for them right now. And then you need to start crafting the message. And ChatGPT will also help you to start craft the message. In the end, you will just need to tweak it. Here is the prompt that I use for crafting the message. So it's very simple. It's like write an email to title company, my company, then use these rules, conversational language, 100 words max. It can be like 50 words, because I know that 50-word emails are getting like 68% replies more than emails that are like 125 words. Then optimize for brevity. I think this is the key prompt. If you're writing and using Chat GPT, this is the thing that you always need to use, like optimizing for brevity. Then don't include boring general problems, talking about features, asking for a minute of time. Don't include marketing language. This is the breaking through the shield. You need to break this sales agenda. You don't need to speak like a sales, be like a consultative friend. Then there is 5 separate paragraphs, like greetings, 3 sentence max, and then in the end use the risk factor company for company. Then you just take the risk factor that you found out here, you paste it here, and you say, and align it on how web3 and my company can help to solve the problem. If you want to get better results from this, and you will get a very decent email from this, then you just take this email, tweak it here and there, and send it to the person. If you want to get very good results at this email, another thing that you can do, you can take all the information about your company, enable, let's say, find me everything@morales.io, and then enable web search. So it will give you the most recent and up-to-date results. And basically you want to feed as much relevant information about what your company do, what you guys sell to the Chat GPT, so it understands more about your business. And once you have this thing, then it will be way easier to personalize every email, to find fits between the risks that different companies have and between what you guys do, because ChatGPT will already know the context, the most relevant products that you have, the most pains that you solve, personas that you are speaking to. This is just making your life easier. And then when you have this first email, it's up to you to do the follow-ups. I will include all the prompts. I will include how I do follow-ups in the description in this video, what kind of templates I use for email 2, for email 3, for email 4, for getting replies, what kind of timing. So it's usually like first email and then follow up in 3 days, and then in 7 days, and then in 14 days, because you don't want to be super spammy. This is again breaking through the noise. If you're delivering value, don't worry about sending them email every day. You can send them once in a while, and still bumping up their inbox, so they will see and they will notice you, and you will get a reply from them, because I know, I already tested that. And what is also important to understand is that this thing, it doesn't, like, you can do whatever you want. You can give whatever instructions you want. The main principle here is that you know what is the key risk factor for this company. You understand that you can help solve them this factor, and probably their Web3 department is helping to solve this risk factor, the problem that is stated there. And your solution and your product is tied to help them to solve this big goal that their company indicated for all investors, for all customers, for SEC, for everybody. This is the difference. This is the difference between you and the difference between all other people and all other sales folks that are just messaging them to solve the problem. Maybe your product or service, maybe your messaging is solving some kind of a problem, but it's not super important for them. So better speak about this 10K report, 20F report. Use as much information as you can find online. You can find maybe some recent factors. You saw some in news that something was happening with this company. Your messaging can be around those news as a risk factor. Be creative with this. This is up to you to figure out how you will follow up with them. I'll just provide you some advices. And what's important to understand is I didn't come up with this method. I learned it at the very cool podcast. It's called 30 MPC, so like 30 minutes to President's Club. And once I learned it, I went it and tried it. This is the only reason why I'm getting results, is because one, I learned about methods, and then second, I go and I use them and I try them. Right now, you already know about this method, and I urge you to go and try it out to see how this will work for you, because I think you have a window of opportunity right now when nobody's still using it and nobody's sending this kind of emails. So you are getting replies. Maybe in 1 month this will stop working. I don't know. We will need to check, but hoping this video was super helpful for you. Again, you're watching Blockchain Business Builders. We are all about making Web3 salespeople happier and more productive in their work. If you want to join the communities, the link is below and we're waiting for you. The best thing is that we have is the networking calls every 2 weeks, where a lot of interesting folks are coming. We have people that are closing deals. We have people that are, sharing all sorts of different and cool ideas on the calls. And this idea about Chat GPT, we spoke it about like 1 month ago. So people already knew something that what Chat GPT can do about their processes. So all the best stuff is known and discussed at Blockchain Business Builders, and only then we post it and on the channel so everybody in publicly can know about it. So wishing you an amazing day. Go try it out, the sequence, and let me know in the comments how did it work, and what kind of sequence are you using. See you. Bye bye.